There's really no reason why I should need the AC at the end of September. Hey spooky family, welcome to a tag video. A fellow spooky lady, Carnage Candy, tagged me in the 30 spooky Halloween tag, and I figured I would do that today. And yes, I got the haircuts, I got my side shaved, the bottom shaved, and I got my poofy hair up in a poof because it's well poofy, because it's unbelievably hot today and my hair does not like the heat. And yes, when I stand my hair up, I will share. That's been a question in the inbox. So let's get to this Halloween tag. Number 1, your favorite horror or Halloween themed song. I like All Hallows Eve by Typo Negative. That makes me feel very Halloweeny when I listen to it. I like the theme from Suspiria, and that's basically something that I listen to and repeat when it gets close to Halloween time, and I drive everybody nuts, especially when we're driving to Spirit Halloween and I put on the Goblins music all the time. Number 2, name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or in an abandoned building. A violent hobo in the abandoned building, because you never know what they got. And in a dark forest, pretty much like a creepy family that hasn't seen like daylight or civilization like hundreds and hundreds of years. Yeah. Number 3, have you ever played with a Ouija board? Yes, I have had experience with the Ouija board. I was not alone. I was with somebody who has been dealing with spirits and the occult for many, many years. She told me to never do it alone. So I've never done it alone, but I did do the Ouija board seance thing, and it was pretty freaky. I used to be a skeptic, but now I'm not, and I will save that for a story time. Number 4, favorite horror monster or villain? Let's see. For a monster, I would have to say the vampire, because they're the closest to human, and I find the human mind to be an intriguing one. And villain? Let's see. Vincent Price in House on Haunted Hill, when he tricked his wife and put her in the vat of acid. He's my favorite villain. 5, the creepiest thing that was ever... compose yourself. The creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone. I was sitting in my living room, and in my kitchen I have a cookie jar that makes like a ting noise when you lift it. And I had just turned the TV off, and I was doing some homework. I had to be in 8th or 9th grade, and all of a sudden the ting happened, and the top of the cookie thing was all the way on the table, which is halfway across the room, and the cookie jar was where it was. So it wasn't like my cat knocked it over either, because my cat was on my lap. So that was pretty freaky. 6, if you were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you do it? Yes, I would. I would find it actually amazing to challenge the places that Ghost Adventures and all those ghost shows went to see it for myself. So yes, I would. 7, are you superstitious? I'm kind of in the middle. Like, there are some things that I will not do, like at 3 a.m. when you hear knocks. Don't get up and look for it, because evil spirits will come your way and stuff like that, and other things I'm not. 8, do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision? Yes, that has freaked me out. One, I was at work, and I was alone in my section. There were no customers, no nothing. And I heard somebody whisper my name, and I saw a figure in my vision there, and I looked and there was nothing there. That was pretty fucked up. 9. Which urban legend scares you the most? I'm not really scared by urban legends. I'm more scared of humanity and our pursuit of immortality and power and greed. I think that's more terrifying than anything else out there. Do you prefer gore or thrillers? There's a time and a place for gore. I love gore movies. However, I do prefer the thrillers. If I had to choose between the two, just because you could just you can have a gore fest and have a shitty story, whereas the thriller makes you think. It's twists and turns, and you can throw in gore in a thriller too. So yeah. 11. Do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? I believe it could be possible. I mean, why not? Maybe the other world's looking at our world like, what the hell is that? 12. Have you ever made a potion of any sort? No, I haven't. But I would be interested in doing such. 13. Do you get scared easily? No. Not unless I'm near water of any kind, because I'm not a good swimmer. 14. Have you ever played Bloody Mary? Yes, and absolutely nothing happened. 15. Do you believe in the demons and the devil? Yes and no. Like, sometimes I feel like the devil is just a scapegoat for people who don't want to admit that they've done something bad. But, there's good and bad in this world. So if there's good spirits, there has to be bad spirits, right? 15. You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do you do? Let's see. Well, that has happened before. And I just stayed in my room until it stopped. And of course I was 13 years old at the time. Now, I wait to see if my dog reacts, and if my dog reacts, make sure I've got some sort of weapon near me in case I need to defend myself. But 17. If you got trapped in one scary movie, what would you choose? Let's see, this is a tough one. One scary movie. I think I would have to choose On the Other Side of the Door. That one was pretty freaky because you never knew if the spirit was in or out. That was pretty freaky. Either that or the original Evil Dead, because who doesn't want to kill deadites? 18. If you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would you be? Wednesday or Morticia Addams? 19. Would you ever go to a graveyard at night? Yes, I've been to a graveyard at night several times. Photo shoots and stuff. It's actually very peaceful and calming, and weird stuff does happen. I've also had a picnic in a graveyard at night, and it's pretty interesting about, there's something soothing about it, yet you feel like the spirits are watching you. It's a really eerie feeling. 20. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your choice of weapon? Chainsaw. Well, chainsaw also requires gas, so, probably an axe or something like that. Because if I'm going to go out fighting, I'm going to go out fighting, and I can't shoot a gun with shit. 21. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? Why not both? Why does there have to be a choice? Why not go trick-or-treating and then go to your party and eat your freaking candy? That's what we used to do as kids. 22. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? Let's see. Probably the killer. 23. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie so you can go to sleep? No, I do not. I find horror movies to be very interesting, and any time I watch one before I sleep, even if it's something that gets the goosebumps on my arms up, I still have really cool dreams. So yeah, no. Happy things scare me because when you're being super happy all the time, like the super happy perky people that never have a bad day, always end up like shooting up places. So yeah, let's just stick with horror. 24. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? I yell at the characters for being dumbasses, or if it's a really, really, really boring horror movie with no cool story, I will be the one to fall asleep, but I'm mainly yelling at the characters. I don't do that in theaters though, just at home. 25. Are you the one who gets scared or the one that does the scaring? I do the scaring. 26. Favorite scary book? Ugh. The Shining by Stephen King. That book is phenomenal. 28. What was your first Halloween costume? Okay, let's time travel to the early 1990s, and I believe it was Jasmine. If my parents stumble upon this video, was that my first one? Because I was obsessed with Aladdin. Was I Jasmine? Was that my first one? I think so. 29. What are you going to be for Halloween this year? Myself. Because I have to be organizing Desdemona production, so I don't get to do anything Halloween-y too much, except for in these videos. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet, black cat, owl, bat, rat, or wolf, what would you pick? I've already had a black cat, Karloff. Rest in peace, my man. I would have a wolf. A wolf would be nice. They're such beautiful creatures. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag, and don't forget to check out Carnage Candy. Her link is in the description. She does a bunch of horror stuff, and her reactions are pretty unique and interesting, so go take a look. Thank you guys for all your support with this new uploading schedule, and I will see you guys later. Bye!